Hey, this is Kristin from Drive Mode Show, and today I'm going to tell you about the 2021 GMC Yukon XL Denali in 5 minutes or less right now. Okay, I want to show you something cool. You know, you might be ready to go somewhere and pick something up, and you're like, oh, I gotta put those back seats down or up or whatever. You're picking up some people. Right up here, this will put the seats down. It makes it really easy. It's a great feature. Here's something you might not know about Yukon buyers, and that is GMC says that half the people that buy Yukons don't even have kids at home anymore. They just like to have the roominess and the space available to them in case they need it. If you're wondering, should I buy a 2020 Yukon or a 2021 Yukon, here's one of the differences is that the 2021 has a 3-inch longer wheelbase. It's bigger, and they said they like it bigger. GMC says we like for our vehicles to be big and strong and rugged because that's what their customers like. They like to know that they can drive their Yukon in the city, pick up the kids or pack up the camping gear, and then head out of town, and it can handle all the bumps and everything like that. It takes the bumps really well, and that has to do with the upgraded suspension. And that's another thing that has the advantage here for the 2021. You'll look behind me and you can see the seats, 3 rows. In the 3rd row, they've added 10 inches, a little more than 10 inches of legroom. And they've created a better natural seating position for those in the 3rd row. So you can actually put grown-ups back there and not just little kids. The 2nd row has more flexible seating, so it can move back and forth so that you can adjust depending on who you have in the car. And then this 1st row up here also has lots of room. You can see, I love the stitching here. It's got this specialty fractal stitching. It feels very luxurious, and that is what a Denali is all about. It's about the luxury. If you want more of an off-road vibe, you'd want to go with the AT4. But the Denali is for the people who want a big SUV that can tow, but they don't necessarily care about a luxury badge. So they're paying, you know, between $75,000 and $85,000 maybe for a Yukon Denali. And that compares with, they want it to compare with the luxury brands as well. So it feels great inside when you're sitting here. Everything is just decked out in these really nice stitching, nice wood touches. It feels great. So that's why people buy a Denali, and it has a lot to offer. If you're hauling passengers in your Yukon that need entertainment, and that could be anybody from a kid to a grown-up, they have these 12.6-inch screens available behind me here in the 2nd row, and they tilt, they work individually, and they have this cool feature that allows them to choose the navigation from the back and send it up here to me. So if I'm driving on a long road trip and I say, hey, let's figure out where the closest such and such is, or let's stop at this landmark, and the person in the back can look that up so the person in the front doesn't have to take their eyes off the wheel, doesn't have to think about it. They can send the directions right up front to the navigation. That's a cool feature. There's no more DVD player in the Yukon. This is all digital. There's an HDMI port there, so you can connect a Nintendo classic game. You can connect anything that has an HDMI port, but anything that can connect digitally. And there are plenty of charging ports here in the Yukon, up to 8 fast chargers and regular chargers available. Let's talk about towing for a minute. Again, if you're trying to decide between a 2020 Yukon and a 2021 Yukon, the 2021 with the 5.3 liter engine has about 1,400 pounds more max towing capacity. And that's if you get the max towing package, which I definitely recommend, because if you're gonna get a vehicle this big, you're gonna want to tow with it. And it's good to have that capability. Even if you don't tow now, you want to be able to have that capability at some point. So if you're towing bigger things, you can tow boats, campers, ATVs, snowmobiles. You're going to want something with a little bit more towing capacity, and this has it. So there you have it, the 2021 GMC Yukon XL Denali in 5 minutes or less. If you're looking for a vehicle, whether you have kids or not, if you're looking for a vehicle with lots of room for passengers, cargo, and towing, with all the luxury features, this vehicle could be a good match for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya.